In this video, I'll be showing you how I used compressors on my vocals. Yo, what's up guys? It's Mixnub here, and in this video, I'm going to show you how I used compressors on my vocals. You can check out my previous video on how I used EQ on my vocals and other videos as well. The links are on the description. And if you're not subscribed to this channel, please do so to help grow the channel. So we all know the use of a compressor to control the dynamics of an audio signal. On my lead vocals, I made use of three compressor, this C1 compressor, the MV2, and the C4 multiband compressor. Those are the three compressors I made use of on my lead vocals. Then on my background vocals one, I made use of one compressor, which is the CLA 7676, and also on my background vocals too, I made use of the same CLA 76 compressor. Then on my Vox, which is where I route all my signal to, all my vocal signal to, I have the CLA 2A and also the Arrow Vox. So those are the two compressors I'm using on this Vox, which I routed all my signals to. Now you might be wondering, why am I using so many compressors on my vocals? Well, I'm going to show you what these individual compressors are doing on the vocals. The first compressor I'm using on these vocals is this C1 compressor from Waves, and the whole concept and idea behind this particular compressor is to tame the peak of the vocals a bit. If you look closely at my ratio, you can see I'm using a very low ratio, which is 1.70 is to 1, which is to tell you that this compressor is really not doing much. And my threshold is at minus 25 decibel, which is the same figure I used on my RMS during gain staging. You can check that out. The link is on the description on how I gain stage my vocals. So the whole idea behind this threshold is to tell the compressor to compress anything above minus 25 decibel. So any signal that comes in that is above minus 25 decibel, compress that signal. So that's what this compressor is doing. And if you take a look at my attack and release, is I'm using a very fast attack, which is 20 milliseconds, and fast release 50 milliseconds. So I'm basically telling the compressor that once it's 20 milliseconds, start compressing these vocals and release it as fast as possible. So that's why I'm using these settings on my first compressor. So I'm going to play these vocals, and so you can hear what this compressor is actually doing. I'm walking away, walking away. I'm walking away, yeah. I'm walking away, if you had paid attention to the meter, you would have noticed that the meter is really not doing much. It's barely moving. I'm going to play it again, so you just pay attention to this meter right here. I'm walking away, walking away. I'm walking away, yeah. I'm walking away. So I'm sure you saw the meter, it wasn't really doing much. So that is what I did with this first compressor that I used. So the second compressor I'm using is this MV2 compressor, which is a low level compressor. Basically what this compressor is doing is bringing up the quiet parts of the vocals, unlike the first compressor, which is the traditional compressor that compresses everything above a threshold. Now this one is bringing up everything that is low or that is quiet, and making it closer to the point where it's audible, depending on your settings. So on this MV2 compressor, I'm increasing this to 5 decibel, my low level to 5 decibel, and my high level, which is the traditional compressor, I'm reducing it to like minus 2.5 decibel. So in that way, I'm compressing the signal a bit and making it a bit tighter. So that is what I'm doing with this particular compressor. So I'm going to play it for you and you can hear what it's doing with the first compressor. I'm walking away, walking away. I'm walking away, yeah, yeah. I'm walking away, away. So if you had paid attention, you'll have noticed that there was a change in volume. When I engaged the MV2 compressor, the vocals became louder, and when I turn it off, it becomes quieter. So this is because after compressing the vocals, I didn't match it again, and it was really intentional because that's what I wanted on these vocals. So I'm going to play it again. Pay attention, you'll notice what I'm talking about. I'm walking away, walking away. I'm walking away, yeah, yeah. I'm walking away, away. So that's all I did on this particular compressor. Now the third compressor I'm using is this C4 compressor. This is also from Waves, and the MV2 is also from Waves. What I did on this compressor is to share it into 4 different bands or 4 different parts. This compressor helps me to control different range of frequencies. So on my high, I'm controlling this frequency from 5,000 hertz upward. So every frequency from 5,000 hertz upward is being controlled differently, and frequency on my mid high from 500 to 5,000, I'm controlling that differently, and also from my mid low from 100 hertz to 500 hertz, I'm controlling that differently as well. Then on my low, which is from 100 hertz downward, I'm controlling that differently. So let me walk you through my settings. So on my high frequency, I'm making use of fast attack and fast release. So my setting on my fast attack is 1.77, and my release is 49.54. Then my range is -8. Then on my gain, I'm reducing it to -2. So let me play it for you so you can hear what this particular frequency is, how it's compressed. Walking away. I'm walking away. If I play with the rest of the mix, you will notice that the frequency was really too much, so I had to reduce the gain a bit. So I'm going to play it with the rest of the band so you can hear what I'm talking about. I'm walking away, walking away. I'm walking away, yeah, yeah. I'm walking away. So I had to take that out because it was becoming too much. Yeah, so that's what I did on the high frequency. The next range of frequency is the high mid, which is from 500 to 5,000 hertz. And on this frequency, my range is the same as -8. My gain is 0, and I'm using a fast attack which is 4.99, and my release is 90.36. So I'm going to solo this range so you can hear how this range sounds. I'm walking away, walking away. I'm walking away, yeah, yeah. So that's what I did on this range, and the next range is the mid low range, which is from 100 hertz to 500 hertz. And on this range, I'm using my attack is on 50 milliseconds and my release is on 25 milliseconds, 25.18 milliseconds. My range is the same, and also my gain is at 0. So I'm going to solo this range as well so you can have an idea of how this range sounds. I'm walking away, walking away. So that is how this particular range sounds. And the last range is the low frequencies, which is everything below 100 hertz. So here is really not important on this song. So I reduced the gain to -5. My range is the same, and my attack is 34.99, and my release is 40.27. So that's what I did on this range. So let me show you if you can hear how this range sounds. Walking away. So you can hear it's the sub frequencies, and this is really not important on the vocals. So I reduced this to -5 decibel. This is what I did on this multiband compressor. So I'm going to play with and without these 3 compressors I used on the vocals so you can hear how it sounds with and without it. I'm walking away, walking away. I'm walking away, yeah, yeah. I'm walking away, walking away. I'm walking away, yeah, yeah. So you can hear how controlled this vocal sounds with just these 3 compressors. You can hear it's really not doing much. It's not like a dramatic compressing. It's just something very, very subtle just to control the vocals a bit.